back to another episode of Phanboy Rage. Today, I'm going to be chit-chatting about a little bit of DC news that came out today. Today is August 27th, 2014, and while this news isn't really confirmed, it's something that warrants discussion, and, it wouldn't shock me that DC would pull a move like this. Okay, so today, a source on the internet, actually several sources on the internet, claimed that the DC Cinematic Universe, vaguely pointing that out right now because we only have one film under the belt, two if Dawn of Justice works out, which it will not. It's not going to work. Stop it. That's just me. But it was announced that they're going to be withdrawing some of the humor. And by some of the humor, I mean all of it. Apparently, Warner Brothers has decided to not necessarily announce, I'm not pointing any fingers just yet, but they have announced that, this source has said that they announced that there will be no jokes within Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. And my immediate reaction was, so how do you plan to make this an entertaining movie? This movie is going to suck if there is no humor in it at all. Man of Steel had at least maybe 2 or 3 moments to make it sort of bearable. The rest of the movie was unbearable, but the humor brought it down a little bit to a human level. But my one problem with the Dark Knight trilogy is there was no humor at all in those movies. And if it was humor, it was a little quippy one-liner by Alfred. Seriously? You're gonna try and de-humorize, I'm patenting that word, de-humorizing. It's not even a word, but I'm patenting it. They're going to take out all of the humor from all of the DC characters. They're gonna make a Flash movie, we'll see if they make another Green Lantern movie, or a Green Arrow movie, or a Green Arrow edition, and not have comedy in any of those movies? What? Okay, your first problem is that you're being really pretentious, if that's the plan. You're saying that, our movies are too good to have humanizing humor in them. Saying, our heroes are too good for humor. Our heroes are grim, menacing, and full of doubt, and full of sorrow and emotion. Okay, we can do that for a couple of heroes, but doing it for all of your Justice League members? Superman is supposed to be a symbol of hope, not, I'm Superman. I'm emotionally devastated because I had to kill Zod. And Batman's gonna come and kick my ass because of it. Okay, I can understand you want to push Superman, your leading man, on that kind of a path. But when you try and say that Justice League members like Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Cyborg, Aquaman has a little bit of fun to him. Like the current Aquaman, not the version in the 60s. Come on, guys, get with the program. But saying that those heroes are not going to have any ounce of humor in them at all, that screams pretentious in my book. Granted, yes, DC, I can understand that you don't want to copy and paste what Marvel's doing. But that's why you have characters like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. None of those exist in the Marvel universe. They are pretty awesome if you do them right. My one pro with DC at this point is their animated features. Their animated features are spot on with those characters. Like, Justice League War came out this year, and they made Superman a cocky douche. Bravo, I liked that. It was a different Superman that we got to see. Batman is always going to be the same, so who cares? Let's not focus on him anymore. We've had too many damn movies concerning Batman and his emotional turmoil. But for the sake of simplicity, keep humor in your movies. That is what people are drawn to with the Marvel movies, because the Marvel movies don't come off as pretentious or overly dramatic or way too grim or dark or gritty because of that. They have drama, yes. They have, they have a little bit of darkness and a little bit of grim storytelling to tell. But at least they at least have some sense of humanity to them. So they can be like, hey, audience members, we know that you don't want to come here to watch 2.5 hours of emotional turmoil and stuff that's going to make you feel like crap at the end of this movie. No, we're going to pepper in some humor here. Guardians of the Galaxy, humor throughout the entire movie, still the best movie of this summer that I've seen. I have to say it's even better than How to Train Your Dragon 2, and that's saying something, as a family movie. But if DC is going to go on this route, it's going to clearly alienate them from the movie-going audience, because you can't have a movie without humor, or else it's going to come off as one of the most pretentious pieces of crap ever conceived in cinema history. I can't think of any movie that didn't have humor. Well, scratch that, the Dark Knight trilogy. But that's just my opinion on this new situation that DC is getting themselves into. This may or may not be true, but if it is, this is going to be the death knell for their franchise. I'm telling you that. This was Matthew Romeo, and you were listening to Phanboy Rage. Tune in and hit that subscribe button. And I'm not this much of a douche in real life.